As you know, she was gone in about 30 seconds, but there was a lot of planning, a lot of coordination going into Casey Anthony's release from the Orange County Jail. And question is, though, how much that cost you, the taxpayer? Don't forget, she's already been declared indigent, so you already have paid for her defense. Elizabeth Alvarez has been looking into that for us tonight. How much are we talking? Should I get my wallet out?
Yeah, right. I know. The Orange County Sheriff's Office, which handled the security outside the jail, they are still trying to come up with those numbers. What we do know for certain, though, is that her release was well organized and went surprisingly smoothly. Security analyst Christopher Hinn breaks down Casey Anthony's release.
She comes right out. That's a bold statement.
Right out the front door of the Orange County Jail. No one expected it, considering the threats and all the protesting taking place outside.
The perimeter was, of course, secured, and that whole area, as you can see from here, you got the barriers. The barriers are blocking anybody from coming in traffic.
Several highly trained elite corrections officers holding semi-automatic rifles escort Casey and her attorney, Jose Baez, from the jail into an SUV. It takes off with a tail, a white car following close behind. Hinn says it was all part of the security detail.
Just make sure that they're going to get to the area they need to get safe without anybody interfering.
And no one did. Hinn credits the heavy law enforcement presence, including deputies on horses.
No one did anything. They just stood there, they cheered and they screamed and whatever. She got in the car. Nobody threw any tomatoes. Nobody threw anything at her. Nobody threw any rocks. She got out in the car and she was on her way.
Where the 25-year-old who was acquitted of her daughter's murder went, no one knows but her attorneys. News cameras lost sight of the vehicles after they pulled into a downtown parking structure.
Once she's out of the Orange County, area, that's not their baby anymore.
Now keep in mind, Casey's release was a joint command by the Sheriff's Office and the jail, and the jail tells us that there was no cost beyond what was budgeted. I also want to point out, Bob, that Orlando police officers also got involved. They got involved with the crowd, remember, at the Orlando Executive Airport. We put in a call to the mayor's office, and the mayor's office tells us that they did not spend any additional monies to handle the crowds there.
Just what was budgeted. Yeah,
Just what was budgeted.
But, you know, they don't do this for everybody that's released from the Orange County Jail. The crowd seemed pretty well behaved. In hindsight, looking back on this, are they thinking all that security was even needed?
Yeah, that's a good question. I mean, a lot of people asking, was it really necessary? The bottom line, according to our security analyst, is that there were legitimate concerns for Casey Anthony's safety and really the safety of the public. So in hindsight, you know, if something should have happened under the sheriff's watch, that's a huge liability right there.
I guess that's true. That's true. Now she's out in the world. She's on her own, so
and
to
if
speak.
she is out of Orange County, well,
yeah,
like our security experts say, that's not our baby anymore.
Right, exactly. Okay, Liz, thank you. By the way, you're not done with the Casey Anthony saga just yet. The next thing, of course, coming up this fall will be her defamation lawsuit. She's got to come in and do a deposition in that. As you know, she's being sued for defamation by Zenaida Gonzalez. She is the so-called nanny. Casey used that name. Of course, you can stay tuned right here to Fox 35 and look for all of the updates on myfoxorlando.com.